Welcome back. It's Roller Coaster, Best Coaster of the Year weekly series. Last week, you guys voted for the best coaster of 1992. Voted for Eagles Fortress over at Everland, that amazing aero suspended coaster. And yeah, this is probably the easiest week. You pretty much destroyed everything. Uh, I mean, Batman at Great America actually had about a quarter of the votes, which was not called for. I mean, come on, guys. We all know Eagles Fortress is among the best coasters in the world ever created. Its terrain following layout created some of the most fun swinging intensity laterals and fun and awesomeness. This thing looks so freaking cool. Some great point of views of it out there, and everybody who wrote it said it's like in their top five. So this is a coaster to talk about. But that being said, the Batman coasters are a lot of fun. You know, they're better than everything below it for sure. But yeah, you know, Jupiter at Kojima Kogan, that's a solid looking into Woodie. Looks mildly fun. Has a few airtime movements. Desert Storm. I drove past Desert Storm on a motor to the Grand Canyon. I recall that. But yeah, really, all that ride is two intense vertical loops and then some boring helixes that don't accomplish anything. So I'm pretty sure Eagles Fortress destroys everything here. Also, RCDV calls it Eagle Fortress, but I mean we all call it Eagles Fortress because that's kind of I don't know why we do that, but we do. Moving on, you voting for four coasters. It's 1 out of 4 coasters. I say this every week. You guys know what's going on. Best coaster in 1993. We got Canyon Blaster at Adventuredome, the Aero Custom Looper. Also got Kumba at Busch Gardens, Tampa, the B&M Sit Down. Tornado at Stricker's Grove, the in-house Woodie. And Flight Deck at California's Great America, the B&M Invert. So you're going to vote for one of those 4 coasters in the top right corner of the video. Now for some more coasters that opened in 1993. We've got Flight Deck, the other Flight Deck over at Kings Island, which was called it was called Top Gun, then Flight Deck, then Bat, because Cedar Fair and Paramount, they just couldn't figure out what the hell they were doing with their ride. Also this year, so obviously that was the Aero Suspended. I've been on it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty quick, pretty short. Same layout as Vortex of Canada's Wonderland, which won the 1991 video. Over the Ultimate, fun fact, which is not a very good thing. Black Hole Express at Kumdoriland, that is the insane Vekoma Mega Looper that closed a few years back. It was very unique in that it started off with a helix drop. You can see the drop there. The drop is a helix, and then it leads into 2 massive vertical loops. Then it does a reverse sidewinder into a corkscrew, or a double corkscrew. So very unique layout, and I heard it wasn't too bad, actually. I think the point of views didn't react poorly. Worst part of the ride were the corkscrews, which is a common thing on classic loopers like this. I mean, this is barely even a classic anymore. This is the 90s we're talking about. But yeah. So Outlaw at Adventureland also opened this year. That was the sort of prototype GCI. It was made by CCI, but GCI wasn't a company yet. It was made by Mike Booley, who went on to do GCI stuff. Started in 1996 with Wildcat Hershey Park, so pretty cool stuff. It was that first Twister layout instead of CCI's usually out and back layouts. So that was pretty cool. Fantasia Special at Tongdo Fantasia. You'll notice in this episode I included Canyon Blaster over this. This is because Fantasia Special, yeah, it's a cool ride and it has a triple corkscrew over the double corkscrew, but Canyon Blaster just hauls through its layout, which makes it so much better than this thing. It goes real slowly through the corkscrews. And the vertical loops are just kind of average, but Canyon Blaster hauls ass through them. So that's why I included Canyon Blaster over Fantasia Special. That should be mentioned here. But yeah, it is very cool. It's the only coaster. Well, no, it was for a good time the only coaster with the triple corkscrew. But now there are coasters in Asia like knockoffs. But there's a bunch of triple corkscrew coasters in Asia, in China especially, that are very intriguing. I like the color scheme on it. Like the lift and drop is blue, but then the corkscrews are red and the loops are green. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril, or Temple du Peril, something like that in French. That's close to it. That's at Disneyland Paris. Disneyland Park. It's not the actual Disneyland Paris. It's the crappier part. Yeah, that was an Intamin looper, like terrible, horrible restraints, and very intense loop, but the rest of the ride is rough as hell and ungood. And of course, the Dog Fart Coaster opened this year, so that's pretty cool. Fun fact, there's more coasters from 1993. We got Surf Coaster Leviathan over at Sea Paradise. That is the awesome Togo. I actually talked about it in the Togo video that you guys should all watch. A few days ago, I made the Togo video. where I talk about Surf Coaster Leviathan some more. Pretty cool layout with the two massive helixes, 900 degrees and like 540 degrees. Just massive helixes, pretty intense looking ride. Some airtime in there maybe. It's very cool how it's the uh, over the water there. That's probably why it's called Surf Coaster. That's awesome. Thunderation at Silver Dollar City, one of the best Aero Mine trains, probably, people always say. Interesting in that it ends the ride with a lift hill. Silver Dollar City tends to do that, where the rides end really awkwardly. Like Powder Keg has the very short segment after the second lift hill, or what else is weird? Like Outlaw Run is a weird ending, an awesome ending. Time Traveler has a break run and then a very small section, and then it's a break, and then it's the ending. I don't know. Silver Dollar City is just a weird park, but Thunderation's a very cool ride. Batman the Ride at Six of Great Adventure, that's just another Batman. I'll probably mention most B&Ms that open. I'll talk a lot about coasters. I'll probably do two slides for the years to come, just because starting in the 90s, more and more coasters, relevant coasters open every year. Relevant coasters like Lasso Loop at OK Corral, a coaster you've never heard of. That was a Schwarzkopf, what were they called? I can't remember, but the point is the layout was a circle. It just kind of launched itself around a circle until it made around a loop, and it went around a few times. And yeah, it was pretty strange that operated there for a little while. I'm pretty sure there's like one in Oman, like one of these coasters, and another one, Death Train in. Oh, Death Train is the one in Oman. Yeah, Death Train. That's pretty awesome. Moving on, we got Lightning Bolt at MGM Grand Adventures, a very very weird, unique ride. That was it was made by Intamin, but so basically they originally made the ride. Guy Vanola made the bulk of the track, and then a few years later they said, "Oh, we should build this coaster bigger. We should make it more outside. We should do a whole lot of things." And they did. They used a completely different track type, but the same coaster, just transitioned onto it. And it's a very weird looking ride, but a very cool ride at that. I've never seen a point of view of it, but we have a decent amount of pictures that to show you the layout, and it's pretty cool stuff. So yeah, Lightning Bolt MGM Grand, very cool ride. We're gonna end it off right here. So hope you guys vote and enjoy.